Alright, so I'm going to be working on this lovely 3 terabyte Seagate drive today. Hopefully we can get some data off of it. From the sounds that it was making, it sounded like there is some contact between the disk surface and the head surface. If I hear something like that, I immediately go into inspection. Because yeah, most likely after falling down, this drive just started grinding away. If this drive has platter damage, it doesn't simplify the process in any way, but as long as we got access to head 0, we'll be able to at least get some data off of this thing. Right up here in the center, you see that dusty looking stuff? Well, that's platter dust. This one demonstrates it quite well, because not only on the slider you see heavy levels of contamination, but you also see the dust trail after the slider is attached to the suspension unit. You see those tiny particles right there? That's shavings from the disc. The head that has those shavings is the head that started it all. That's where the damage occurred, and that's where it started to spread. So these discs would need to be decontaminated. Let's inspect head 0 and see if the surface is still in a condition where it can be brought back. Actually, it's not looking too bad. Ooh. Yeah, I spoke too soon. This is where all the fun and excitement begins. Oh yeah. Okay, so head 1 is totally gone. If you look at this sequence, so I'm going from the bottom to the top. So head 0, looks contaminated, but overall not too bad. Head 1, yeah, head 1 looks really bad. That's the cause of the problem. Head 2. Heavy deposits of dust, but maybe not too late yet. And head 4, also same thing. Head 5, same thing. Head 3, also. Head 1 is really bad, but head 0, we may get lucky. So it looks like this is only related to head 1 for now. Head 0 actually looks decent. Now I'm gonna have to decontaminate everything, get a matching set of heads from the donor, and reassemble everything back. Alright, so we had a modified head assembly in the parts bin already, which had 2 out of 6 heads removed, including the one that we're not gonna need. So to see how this case is gonna go, this is a perfect candidate. So we got head 0, head 2, head 4, and head 5 present. Head 1 and 3 are missing. Now that the discs are all cleaned up, we'll give it a try. So what will happen after this drive launches, if it launches up? We'll image what we got with head 0, 2, 4, and 5. And if that goes well, we'll have to get another donor, decapitate head 1 on that to capture what head 3 has. For those of you who may be wondering why not just do that right away, well, I had this head assembly in the shop, and the one that I will need to get, I may have it, but I may not. And this one is already modified, so I also don't want to cut heads off of a perfectly good donor if this is not going to work. Last night I've modified the head map of this device, and using that decapitated head assembly that we had as spares, I was able to bring the device to ID itself after successful unlocking was done. It's time to go ahead and start the actual working process on it. So currently the drive is in sleep mode. I'm going to go ahead and wake it up. As you can see, the device can actually read. This specific channel is going to be used for data targeting. So since we don't have the entire head assembly in it, it's extremely important to build that head map right now. We have our sequence starting with head 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Currently, we don't have a physical head on a Surface 1, and we don't have a physical head on Surface 3. Let's see if we can go after the structure of the device. And looks like it did find that it's got NTFS. Good. It looks like it located the name. Good. Let's see what majority of it falls onto. Head 0. Okay, let's go and scan all this. This is the MFT record. If we can capture the entire MFT record, we'll know where all the files reside. So it looks like we need head 2. Head 2 is reading a little bit. It's making a little bit of these crackling noises. Let's turn off head 2 for now. Build a submap. So out of 606 megabytes so far, we were able to get all but 254 megs. I'm going to go into the properties and read some of those backwards. Let's go. Would you look at that? So now we're still missing some stuff that belongs to head 3. Do we have any of the stuff that belongs to head 1? Let's see. Because that's the one that we won't get at all. And I have a feeling that we do have some of it that belongs to that. So we can build head maps, we can build submaps using information about heads, which ones are active and which ones are not. So this 107 megabyte chunk belongs to head 1. And unfortunately, that's not going to come back. We're not going to be able to capture that because that surface is damaged quite badly. So let's go back and see if we can get the bitmap. Bitmap also has a gap on head 1. For first phase, I'm probably going to turn off head 2 because it's just acting up a little bit. And we can go ahead and image 3 out of 6 heads. For now, let's see how the drive is performing. So the unit is actually doing pretty good, and looks like we can read head 0, head 2, head 4, and head 5. Just as I planned originally, there seemed to be some issues that looked like belong to head 2 at first, but they were regional, and turning the head back on shows that it's working fine and great. Now this part here is after the second swap was done. So as I mentioned, we used the second donor, decapitated head 1 from that donor, and now the unit is fully capable of reading with head 3. So if you guys lost your data, check out the link in the description. You can get all of our info there. All of the work was done using PC3000, including modifications of the head map to ensure that the drive is capable of running when heads are decapitated. Without that crucial step, the drive would not load up on its own. It would not be able to work with heads that are still present. So it's not as simple as it may look on a screen. It's not just take scissors out, cut the head out, and you're done. Hopefully you guys learned something new, and if you have any questions, don't forget to put your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.